Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over some interesting PlayStation news. If you enjoyed the video or find it informative, drop it a like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So for those of you who aren't aware, later this week we are going to be getting the Summer Games Fest, which is pretty much just a big showcase for, it's pretty much replacing E3, and obviously it's being hosted by Jeff Keighley, who does the Game Awards. And so the main reason why I'm making this video is because there are a lot of people that are talking about not only God of War Ragnarok, but specifically the release date. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter talking about how they are expecting for us to be getting a God of War Ragnarok new trailer and release date during Summer Games Fest. And I just want to share my thoughts on whether or not I think that could actually end up happening. So as far as us actually getting a new trailer for this game at Summer Games Fest, me personally, I don't think that we will, because I still believe that at some point in the second half of this month that Sony's going to have a big showcase, and I believe that's when we're going to be getting a God of War Ragnarok release date, Last of Us remake reveal, Factions 2. I think it's going to be really big. I remember saying this a few days ago, or maybe like a week now, that this last state of play that we just got, that was pretty much going to be like an appetizer, and that was like a little hint as to what was going to come later this month, and I still believe that. Now obviously I could be wrong. I'm not going off any rumors or any leaks. Sony hasn't confirmed anything. That's just literally that's just my opinion. So now obviously if you gave me the option, hey, would you rather get a new God of War Ragnarok trailer and release date at Summer Games Fest, or would you rather wait an extra 2 or 3 weeks? That's a no-brainer, So yeah, honestly, it also depends on what Sony's plans are, because if we do get a God of War Ragnarok release date this week at Summer Games Fest, and then let's say Sony is quiet and there's no more events until, let's say, September, then I feel like that might be setting a new precedent to where, starting next year, maybe there's 2 events from Sony that we're getting. Let's say every September is going to be a big PS5 showcase, and that's when they'll show off what's coming out over the next 12 to 18 months. And then maybe Summer Games Fest is pretty much like E3 2.0, and then anything that Sony does over the summer will be at Summer Games Fest. Because also, I noticed it, but I didn't really think anything about it. But the state of play that we just got was part of Summer Games Fest. If you look in the top left corner, it literally says Summer Games Fest. So I won't be shocked if God of War Ragnarok shows up on Thursday. I just find it highly unlikely because, like I said earlier, I still believe that Sony is going to have their own showcase sometime after Summer Games Fest comes and goes, sometime after the Xbox and Bethesda showcase comes and goes. Honestly, we won't know until Thursday comes and goes. I would hope to see it, but for those of you who are I could see it possibly happening, that's totally okay. But for those of you who are literally oh, it's definitely going to happen 100%, and if it doesn't, then that means that the show sucks. Because a lot of people said that with the state of play. They were like, if there's no God of War Ragnarok, then no matter what, then it sucks. And I just don't know why people think like that. It doesn't make sense to me. But what do you guys think? Down below, let me know your thoughts on, apparently we might be seeing God of War Ragnarok showing up at Summer Games Fest. Do you think that there's actually a chance that happens? Or do you feel like Sony's going to hold that off for their own actual showcase type event? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, drop it a like and consider subscribing if you're new by turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.